Hey there, everyone. Barb Ling here with today's daily self-confidence challenge. And today's challenge is to admit yourself that you might have pain, but you know something? That's okay. Now, when I talk about pain, I'm talking about two specific kinds. Well, probably more than two specific kinds, but I digress. There's the physical pain, okay, the actual, ouch, this really hurts pain. And that kind of pain, well, you can deal with medication, you can deal with stretching, massage, exercise, etc., etc. There's another kind of pain, all right? And that's your emotional pain or your spiritual pain or pain that isn't the kind of pain of you're taking a hammer and you're bashing yourself on the head because it feels so good when it stops. Well, actually, that's a really good comparison to what emotional and or spiritual pain actually does to you. So yeah, that's the kind of pain that I'm really talking about now. It could be the pain of regret. It could be the pain of feeling embarrassed about stuff you've done in the past. It could be lack of self-confidence, lack of self-worth, etc., etc., etc. So today's self-confidence challenge is to make yourself okay with the fact that you might actually have pain because of this. Because, when you look on social media, the popular people are so, oh my gosh, so self-confident. They don't have pain. They don't have anything that's bothersome and such. Of course not, because it's really bad for business, if you share a lot of your challenges. Some people will think that. So what do you do when you give yourself permission to recognize that you're in pain right now? Well, if it's physical, you can do all the physical fixing stuff, medication, massage, hot baths, sleep. Sleep is really good. I like sleep whenever that happens, yes. But emotional and spiritual pain, I deal with that in the same way I deal with fear. Would you believe I really have not trained Birdie to come flying to me whenever he hears me talk, okay? But you have to admit, Birdie really shines. Anyway, yes, I digress. The best way to look really impressive when doing a Facebook Live video and when building up your audience and your tribe of followers who will follow you to wherever you lead is to have a birdie on your head. And I am going to, at some point, discuss how to do that some year. But anyway, where was I? How do you deal with pain? Okay. I deal with it like I deal with fear. I name it. I visualize it. In this case, the pain that I would visualize is, again, Fluffy, the Wonder Fear Dragon, who is now the Wonder Pain Dragon or the Wonder Emotion Dragon, etc., etc. Anywho's, Fluffy is something, Birdie, you can come off my hand. Thank you so much. Why don't you come on my shoulder? There, we can talk to you there. You're still on the video. You don't have to worry. And what Fluffy is an entity that if I just look at him, I'll say, oh my gosh, that's really scary. I should run away. I should be afraid. I should feel a lot of pain. I should do, not your turn to talk. All of that. And then I ask Fluffy, okay, what's causing this pain? What's really bothering me? Was I an idiot a couple of days ago? Is it something I can't let go of? Am I embarrassed the way I behaved? Am I hurting because I can't fix somebody else? What's causing all of this non-optimal pain? And when I talk it out with myself, and sometimes, I'll talk it out with my husband, I'll talk it out with my kids, my friends, people who are there. But if people aren't there, yeah, I will discuss this with myself. And I get to understand what's really causing this pain. I get to make myself okay with the fact, all right, I have this pain. I can mourn this pain. I can honor this pain. And then the most important part, and stay with me here because, yeah, this is important. I can give myself permission to let it go. Because a lot of times, emotional pain, spiritual pain, they're reminiscent of things we've never let go in the past. And we've never given ourselves permission to say, okay, we've gone through it. We've gone through hell. We have gone through soul-searing challenges that the vast majority of the world's population can never even conceive. That's something to honor, all right? That's something to feel good about, and that's something to say, all right, I did this. I experienced it. I give myself permission to let it go and move on. Now, it might not happen today, this minute, this hour, this week. It might take a long time to get through it. But giving yourself permission to be okay with the fact that you might have pain, well, that's a really good thing, because then you can take the lessons Fluffy wants to teach you, learn those lessons, and then let them go. So today's self-confidence challenge, I challenge you to admit at times you might have pain, and that's okay. I challenge you to understand what caused this pain. I challenge you to learn from what Fluffy tells you. And then I challenge you to give yourself permission to let it go. So, yep, this is Bard. Did I just say Barb? Yeah, I Bard. Yes, this is Barb Ling and the Beak of Doom. Hello there, Beak of Doom. You can look very impressive. Signing off, and we will, yes. Ow. You really don't have to do that. Honestly, you don't. Life with the Beak of Doom. It's always an excitement. And we will see you, swing, maybe not, on the inside. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.